The next stage of the build involves adding these side cheek pieces to the model. They add a good deal of strength, but they also add a little bit of volume and character to the aircraft as well, and enough depth now within the fuselage that we can add the battery and the electronics, and they can be hidden underneath some little plastic hatches so that they're not hanging out in the breeze and look unsightly and detract from the model's scale appearance. It's quite simple. They just glue on the sides of the aircraft. The areas which they glue are shown. The only thing to remember is to just this top edge here sits slightly proud of the existing top nose edge of the fuselage. That's because this area in the centre here is used for a carbon fibre strip to be attached, which adds plenty of strength to the nose of the aircraft, where of course if you have a hard landing it's more likely to impact there than anywhere else. So I'll get on gluing this, and we'll come back and once we've got the parts glued on, and see what the next step is. Right, we're going to let those dry off again, so that they're contact adhesive rather than just straightforward adhesive that we allow to dry. And in the meantime, I'll go and make myself a cup of tea. Okay, the glue is now tack dry in most places. I have the staple drink of the British model builder, a good cup of builder's tea. So I'm ready to go again. Let's get these nose pieces on. You can see you have a hatched area here which shows you where the Depron will actually be seated. So you just want to cover all of that, and as I said, just make sure that it sits proud. Obviously around the engine as well, you want to get that as accurate as possible. So get it all seated down, and then apply a little bit of pressure to get that glue working for you. There we go, one side. Now that's the simple side. The more complicated side is here, because obviously we have a tube running down there that carries our elevator and rudder controls. But we simply just pop this over where it's supposed to be, making sure we don't tack down the servo lead at the same time, and just position our Depron in the same place, and the Depron should mould itself over the tube, and we can loosen that area up later on if we find that these wires are binding. They seem to be okay at the moment though, so I'll apply a little more pressure, get that all nicely stuck down. What you're looking for is that all of these outer surfaces here are all pretty much level. We've got a few steps within the engine area, but that's okay, and get that all nicely squashed down. So the next step is once again a glue weight and stick, and that's to attach our carbon fibre strip to the nose area here. What we do is we simply add some glue to both pieces, and once again wait, and I can sip my tea whilst we do that. Well, I won't make you wait. You can fast forward. So decent amount of glue there, because obviously we want this carbon fibre strip to stay in place, because it's going to be the strongest it's going to be if it's not moving around all over the place. So if I just pop it on there so I can get some glue onto the carbon fibre strip as well, then I'll take it apart, put it non-glue side down, and once again let that dry and come back to it when it's a contact adhesive, and away we go. Right, glue's now dried. Let's get it applied to the nose. There we go. Now that carbon fibre strip is going to add a huge amount of strength to the aircraft, and it's going to stop the nose buckling on very, very heavy impact. So it's extremely important to have it there, and it works a treat.